Daniel Summerhill of the Cliff Bar team, thanks a lot for joining us here in the Cliff Bar booth. Cliff,
for having me.
Another company that I bet you're a pretty big fan of.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think there's a food out there that really comes close to Cliff Bar as far as my love for it.
Yeah, well, and it's funny. Think about how throughout the years, how many times you and I have chowed down on Cliff stuff at cross races and road races in Colorado, and how supportive they've been of you living your dream.
Totally. 100%. I mean, they're just awesome. I mean, with the product, the actual sponsorship, and just the help, and I mean, the family environment that they give is just like none other. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, I really do agree. So, you're here at Interbike, and I'm guessing this is your first time at the show?
It is. I'm just blown away. This is my second day, and I'm just amazed at what I'm seeing. I mean, I still haven't even seen every booth yet. It's too cool.
And the thing is, a lot of these people have never met you in person, but they've read your name because of the results that you had, the silver medal at the World Championship, winner of the U.S. Grand Prix of Cyclocross. Your Palmares are really, really solid. You're also a national champion. However, have you found it interesting to see when people find out who you are, how they react to you?
I'm actually still working on that. I'm floating with that angle as I visit booth to booth, just dropping a line here or there, seeing how it works. But I mean, so far it's worked. It's worked well enough. I've got Ben Turner here, obviously helping me out, just incredibly with all of the team management stuff, and he's an awesome help with everything, But
it is interesting in this sport, maybe more than any other. You could not do it without a really solid pit guy and that kind of support. It's incredible what he does. Tell us a little bit about what Ben actually does for you.
Ben is, to put it simply, the mom of the team. He makes sure that we are where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be. He's got everything. I mean, he's got everything dialed. What needs to happen, who we need to talk to, what we need to do. He does everything that my mom does for me in my actual schedule at home. So,
and then let's talk a little bit about Fran, because your mom actually has become the mom of Colorado racing, hasn't she?
For the most part, I guess you could say that. Yeah, she's got her hand in it and kind of just trying it out. And I mean, she's doing her best to keep her normal job and still do what she can for racing at home and ACA, etc.
It's interesting when you see your mom at the race last night. She is still just like any other fan, running around, cheering like crazy. I mean, do you hear her when you're out there on course?
And last night in particular, I knew exactly where she was because she had 3 different turnaround points marked so she could see me on every one, which was obviously awesome. And it's always good to have a fan base at any race you go to. It was, an incredible course. I just got to hand it to everyone that put it together, i.e. Chris. And, they just did one of the most phenomenal jobs putting that course together. It was just hard. To put it bluntly, that was one of the hardest courses I've ever ridden, but it was just so cool being there underneath the lights and in the grass, and it was awesome.
I heard you describe it as riding through wet cement.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate, isn't it?
It really is. You go through those really thick green grass sections of the course, and you just watch the energy level just go, whoo, But
well, speaking of energy level, with your silver medal from the World Cyclocross Championships last year, your buddy Taylor Finney one-ups you. He shows up with a gold from TT World.
He's always got to top me, huh? But no, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Being one of my best friends and stuff, I couldn't be more happy that him in particular got the gold, and finally for the U.S., because obviously we haven't gotten a jersey in a long time, and for Taylor to do it, I was just so psyched, and I was so proud of him. And then for us as a U.S. team to go and represent, I don't think we got anything worse than like 18th maybe in the road race, which is just phenomenal considering that we're Americans and in the Euro I have no business in the sport, and just to come out there and do what we did, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I agree it's awesome, Danny, and something has obviously changed, and the worldwide paradigm or the model of cycling around the world has changed, and it really is. Do you guys recognize that it's riders like yourself and Bjorn and Taylor that are changing things right now?
I don't recognize it per se, but I like to think of it, maybe down the road I'll be able to see it more, but now I'm just kind of living the moment and having fun and enjoying bike racing, and maybe down the road I'll be able to see the same stuff that Davis did and how he paved the way for a bunch of people, and maybe, as I said, down the road me and Taylor and I will be able to just see what has happened since then. But I know that the ACA Mud Skippers, which I coach, is a lot of fun, just as far as opening my eyes to seeing what I can do, just helping people out, and helping the sport and juniors out in particular, just getting them on bikes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, nothing like giving back to realize what it was that all those gave to you.
Exactly. I mean, I've got so much in debt still to give back as far as what I've been given. I mean, definitely from the ACA, just all the junior camps. I can't even think of where I'd be without it, Well,
I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching you make your way into your career. By the way, who's the most kick-ass race announcer in the world?
Oh, who do you think?
I'm thinking Dave Toll.
I think that's number 1 through 5 on my list. Yeah,
Thank you, Danny.
Got it, but thanks very much. This is always a lot of fun hanging out with you.
All right, well, for Daniel Summerhill, Dave Toll saying watch out for this guy to try to top his friend Taylor Phinney and bring back a gold from Cyclocross Worlds this year. See you later from the Cliff Bar.